The following contains noobish gameplay and opinions that may or may not be suitable for hardcore Melee fans. Viewer discretion is advised. And welcome back to Super Smash Bros. Melee. We're at the final part. In the last part, we took on Super Smash Bros. Melee's classic mode, but now once again, we get into some new territory with Super Smash Bros. Melee, as this game was the first to introduce a brand new mode called All-Star Mode. Basically, in order to unlock All-Star Mode, you need to essentially meet the requirements for each of the unlockable characters and, unlock them. From there, you'll be able to go through this massive gauntlet where you get to take on all of the
and Yoshi bites it.
A new record!
Man, Yoshi sucks.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum.
So just out of curiosity, I know, apparently Pikachu is having too much fun with the heart containers, but,
he's praying for Yoshi.
I know,
Press F for respect.
So I know, All-Star modes, they tend to have, a specific order, remind me again, what's exactly the order for the characters in Melee?
Well, I think that's just it, though. It's if memory serves, much like how Melee handled Classic Mode, the majority of the roster, or, the fights are randomized, except for the final match.
Okay.
With the final battle, you'll always end up fighting Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they started the particular order thing with All-Star until Smash 4.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Why are the Ice Climbers considered a threat and competitive again? They kind of went out like bitches.
That's it.
Yeah, right. Blame their stage.
Oh my god, Luigi actually hit you.
I know what Ryan was doing. I know what Ryan was doing. You are a dirty bastard.
Pikachu's like, fuck this bullshit. And that's why runoffs are banned.
It's funny you mentioned that, Brandon. Because it's here's the thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, by the way, yeah, every now and again. I don't know why the graphic on the trophy gets messed up when you zoom into the camera like that, but yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, actually.
I will say, I love the quick animation where Pikachu is picking up a trophy. It's like if he just, devoured the trophy in one gulp.
Nom.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is why runoffs are banned within Smash. So you can't do bullshit like that.
Anyway, as I was saying about that fight in the Super Mario stage, if you guys recall, keep in mind, it's like I said before, my initial recordings for Adventure Mode and Classic Mode, they were recorded during June 2014, because, I gotta get some footage prepared, for the big deal on the Wii U, because, Palutena, Pac-Man, and Mii Fighters hype for Smash 4. But yeah, when I initially did the last fight in that Super Mario stage, while fighting Dr. Mario, I didn't even think to pull off a dirty trick like that. It wasn't until this recording of All-Star Mode, which was recorded earlier this year, that I was like, oh yeah, I can do this, can I? I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Just send Mewtwo off the top.
Mewtwo would be the first sidekick character to go.
Oh, yeah, thank goodness you got Ness out of his 69 armor.
Oh god. Also, if you haven't noticed, the first, few fights, they do start off with just, you fighting against one character. But as the mode goes on, it does increase to, fighting against 2 characters. And then eventually you get to fight off against 3 characters.
Poke Floats!
Yes!
Yeah, actually, I think this is the first time we ever run into Poke Floats, throughout my entire recording of this game.
This stage needs to make a comeback.
And there goes Hungry Box.
That reminds me. It's okay, let's think about this for a second. So in Ultimate, we have 5 characters, 5 stages, and each package, has its own set of tracks. What if one of those packages or whatever, it did contain Poke Floats?
That would be amazing.
That would beg the question though, what Pokemon would they use as their like the DLC character to go alongside Pokefloats? Because I could be, because I'm trying to recall, like with those fighter packages or whatever, it's like wouldn't wouldn't the stage and the music tracks have to go with the DLC fighter that they're adding?
So we'd expect to see some Alolan Pokemon.
Well, I mean, to be fair, not every character. They did release like separate stages as DLC themselves, like the pirate ship stage from Wind Waker and Dreamland.
Right. So what you're saying is like, for what Sakurai said during the final direct, it's like it would. So what you're saying is it wouldn't matter like if one of the DLC characters didn't go alongside like the stage or the music tracks. It could literally be like any character. Like say okay, what's an example? Okay, let's say we get another Kirby character, but the stage is like I don't know, like maybe a stage from like a Legend of Zelda. And then the music tracks will go alongside that stage.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
God, that double kill!
Well then.
Thank you, Thunder.
Like, yeah, Pikachu is taking no prisoners.
I mean, I'm sorry, Kirby, but you are bottom of the tier list in this game.
God. Oh, here we go. Alright, I should also point out, like, yeah, those heart containers, usually they would recover like 100% at the most. Yeah, it would only recover 100% of your health. But in All-Star mode, even if you're like well over 100% damage, like say, I don't know, like maybe 125%, just taking one heart container, it'll heal you entirely.
Meanwhile, here comes the stage that nobody ever dies on because it's so big.
Yeah.
Oh, you say that, I'm going to annihilate these three. Baby.
Because none of you are because you're all hanging out in the section of the stage of Weenie Hut Jr. You gotta go down to the man cave.
the main cave?
You gotta go down the man cave. Yeah, go down. You gotta go down there and rack up each other's percents to like 200 and just practice your tech skill.
I think that was literally how it was when I fought against Zelda during Adventure Mode, if I'm not mistaken.
This stage has just pretty much been relegated to an 8-player stage. Like, everyone knows this at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the only reason why it keeps coming back.
Yeah, it's big enough to be. It's
right.
Big enough to complement the 8-player mechanic now.
Yeah, like that and like Newport City, they both keep coming back.
You see, each Smash game, like, tries to keep making a bigger stage. Like, you're all just like, okay, this stage is pretty big. Brawl comes by.
No.
Okay, you're getting really big now. And then, that's when we get the Great Cave Offensive. Sakurai, please stop.
I can't believe Pikachu just devoured an entire Blastoise.
I mean...
Oh god, Red Sword Fighters! No!
Yeah, we got a Roy, we got a Baby Link, and a regular Link, and they were all wearing red.
Not the Red Sword Fighters! Oh god!
Yeah, and you got a red hat.
So yeah, we have a red Link, a red young Link, and we have Shitty Marth.
And we have a red head.
Hey, you put some respect on Roy's name.
I'm sorry, but he really is just a Shitty Marth.
But Roy is flames, though!
Ha! I get it!
So wait a minute. If Roy is Shitty Marth, considering that Chrom is Roy's Echo, what would you consider Chrom in that case?
Chrom is a good dad?
Chrom is a good dad. Wait, but Bowser's right there!
Hey! There can be more than one good dad. Chrom is just one.
You're right.
Also, this has been made a rule. Listen, I don't make this stuff up. This is an official rule. If you're to make Chrom, you have to make dad jokes.
Wait, oh god damn it.
Anything can change.
Yeah, here's actually an example of a scrolling stage that I actually don't mind.
Well, it's also because the stage isn't all that fast, so you're not being rushed or anything.
Right, which is probably why I like it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like, Ice Climbers starts good, and then it's like, oh no, now you gotta like zoom all the way up to the top, and it's like, It's like that. It's like, God damn it! It's like I just want to fight.
And then there's DK. Then there was Conga Jungle and Brawl where it's like, oh, you better hurry, but don't touch that insta kill spike.
Yeah.
Speaking of insta kill, it's like, thank you, Ganondorf, for taking yourself out. I don't know if you caught that. He was just like, he jumped way too high and was like,
oh God, Fox is here.
No! Oh my God. God. Is it wrong for me to think, like, I'm still thinking of, like, what was it? If you play as Chrome, you make dad jokes.
Yeah.
Hey kids, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
What the heck?
I mean, listen, Crom has like the best Crombos in Smash Ultimate.
Oh God.
So, Pichu!
A giant Pichu.
That Pichu is about as big as Pikachu. That makes no sense.
Are you kidding? Pichu is nearly as big as DK.
It's
Makes no
like,
sense.
what are you?
It's a
what are-
pre-evolution.
It's like, what are you feeding that baby?
Listen, how many Pikachu candies have you been feeding it?
It's like, good lord, they've been prepping up that little guy for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I still cannot believe, like, I still remember, like, during the initial E3 event where they were showing off that everybody is here, and they did show up Pichu. I was fucking ecstatic.
Pichu's like a dumb character, and it's just fun to have him around.
Exactly, yeah, he's a joke character, because, you know, he hurts himself every time he attacks with an electric attack, but it's like, he was still really fun to play.
And, you know, if I can get into that a little bit, because it's like, I know, like, the big meme from Smash 4 was like, you know, oh, why don't they ever buff the Puff? But honestly, I didn't mind the fact that they didn't, because Jigglypuff, in essence, is a joke character. And he was the kind of joke character where I felt like he's just not meant to be good, but the purpose is that you make someone feel like shit because they lost to him. I find that the best kind of joke character. It's like Dan Hibiki from Street Fighter. You don't play him because you think he's good. You play him to make someone feel like garbage because they lost to a terrible character.
It's like, God forbid Pichu gets really high tier. By an off chance, he gets high tier.
It's funny you say that. There's people who actually are thinking he's going to be actually viable and decent.
Yes.
Because all the buffs that Pikachu's getting them too.
Hell yes, please.
In fact, Esam's actually thinking of having Pichu as a secondary.
Right.
And he is the Pikachu man.
I'm up for it.
But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for like the entirety of All-Star mode, but for that matter, like all the main modes that you have to worry about, you know, in regards to Melee. So, you guys have any final thoughts you want to say about Super Smash Bros. Melee in its entirety?
I think the only thing you really need to say at this point is no items, Fox only Final Destination.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
I think like at this point, just out of curiosity, like how would you rank Melee to all the other Smash games?
Melee, honestly, is
that's a
still
good
really
one.
high up there. Like, you can go off about how bad the community itself is, but you can't deny just how much of an impact Melee has on Smash Brothers as a whole. Melee's kind of the reason, it's seen as an esport now. Like,
I agree.
We probably wouldn't have gotten to EVO if it weren't for just how much Melee did in terms of, like, the Smash mechanics, some of the characters that they added, and just bringing some extremely memorable moments from those scenes. Like, of course, we have the whole Wombo combo stuff. We have the stuff with Falcon. We have, Ryan, this is actually going to make you happy considering you actually made Pikachu. There's a player named Axe who used Pikachu in a tournament against Silent Wolf's Fox. Beat him on Fountain of Dreams in 40 seconds.
God damn.
It was ridiculous.
That's impressive.
Yeesh.
But, I mean, like, I won't deny the fact that there are the Melee elitists out there who do kind of give people the wrong impression when it comes to a game like Melee, but, like, I'm not gonna sit here and deny the quality that it did give as a competitive fighter, because that's what it really helped establish Smash to becoming. Even if it wasn't what Sakurai intended to begin with, it just showed what kind of a game that Smash Brothers could be if people decided to continue pushing the limits of how far it could go.
Yeah.
So not including Ultimate because we've yet to play it. Would you consider Melee the best one, or do you think like Brawl or the fourth one?
That's honestly a hard one for me. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna rank Brawl like lower than Melee just because a lot of the things for Brawl just really didn't work so well as a fighter. Like the lack of hit stun for one, which really killed a lot of free-flowing combos. That god-awful tripping mechanic nobody asked for. Meta Knight.
I mean,
yeah.
To be fair though, I mean, I wouldn't rank Brawl that low, if only because Brawl did introduce a lot of breaking ground and a lot of stuff that, like, Brawl was kind of the foundation for a lot of things that made people love it so much. Like, for example, the Subspace Emissary. And and people were pushing for that in Smash 4, which we never got, but for understandable reasons. I'm looking at you people who spoiled the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I mean, like, I'm not, like, downing, like, Brawl's quality. Like, there is definitely a lot of great work that was put into it. It's just that I feel, mechanic-wise, I feel Melee is better in Brawl in that regard.
Okay, in a mechanical standpoint, then, yeah, I would be, yeah. I mean, then again, I would also argue that Smash 64 is kind of on that list too, if only because of how classic it. Well, classic is probably not the word I should be using. How
archaic, you mean?
How basic it is.
Archaic, nostalgic.
Yeah, how basic it is. Yeah, archaic, basic. Like it's a very basic Smash game, and of course that's to be expected considering what they've been doing with all the other Smash entries past Smash 64. In no way, shape, or form am I calling Smash 64 a bad Smash game by any means. But when you kind of compare it to all the other entries, it kind of doesn't hold a candle.
Yeah, but
it's so weird because it's like Brandon, I think you brought this up like an earlier point or whatever, like in between like recordings and such. It's like it seems like with every Smash game that gets released, it just keeps getting in a sense, it keeps getting better and better. So that's why I can understand why it'd be really hard to decide. It's like, okay, which really is like the better, freaking Smash game. Because of how much more Sakurai puts like within each game or whatever, regardless of how each game feels, when you play as certain characters, like how mechanically wise Melee stands out way more compared to Brawl, or how Smash Brothers for Wii U stands out mechanically wise, way more than Melee, and so on and so forth,
Right.
Although, in terms of, like, a comparison to Smash 4, that's where it gets kind of hard for me, because both Melee and Smash 4 both do great things that I really do appreciate. I mean, for one thing,
I agree.
While I do think Melee is more diverse in its mechanics, which allow for a lot more interesting movement options and a lot more interesting kind of playstyles and approaches you can do with characters, I do appreciate the amount of balancing that Smash 4 did with, while, yes, the game is still pure fucking jank, there's still, you can still see that, every character is very capable of having options to win multiple different kind of matchups, even if it's a really hard matchup for them. Like, you can still see instances where, despite the losing matchup, a character like Ness could still beat Rosalina. You can have matches where DDD could still beat Mega Man despite the matchup disadvantage. Like, it's because of the more even learning curve is that it makes it easier for people to get into, like, actually playing at higher levels in Smash 4 and being able to do well in it. And it's not just simply due to just how well the characters' movesets and frame data are just balanced amongst each other, but also some of the other mechanics, such as the rage mechanic, which allowed for, like, some comebacks. Although, the rage mechanic, while I wouldn't say is perfect, because it still has a lot of weird issues, like, I'm looking at you, Ally, who killed Sonic at fucking 0 with Mario's up B. But I do think it was a great idea. Like, it especially helped with, like, making it so that way we had another Smash game where we didn't have another Smash game where all the heavy fighters were just garbage.
I mean, it's that take a mechanic that originated in Tekken, thanks Bandai Namco, and just make it work in Smash Bros.
Yeah, and from what I hear in Ultimate, they did tweak it to make it better, so it wasn't as though it didn't lead to so many janky glitches as it did in Smash 4.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, in regards to Melee, like, in general, like, for me, it's like, okay, I will say, obviously, Melee is not, like, the best Super Smash Bros. Game to come out of Sakurai. But yeah, just like what Brian said, is like, I am not going to deny, like, the quality and all the stuff that Sakurai added to Melee, which that made it stand out as, like, in my opinion, like, the most memorable Smash game to ever come out. I mean, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, even though it's like, I know it's like Super Smash Bros. 4 stands out for me as, like, the better Super Smash Bros. Game, you know, because it's like, not just because it's the more up-to-date Smash game, but because of how much Sakurai added even more compared to Melee in regards to characters, stages, other content or whatever. But even then, it's like, I think still, out of all of the other, like, 3 Smash games combined, you know, the Super Smash Bros. For the N64, Brawl, and then Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, I think it's safe to say, I'm still putting, like, the most hours into Melee compared to all 3 of those other games, because of how memorable and how much fun it is to play.
Yeah, and it's like, if you really want a testimony to just how much Melee has in terms of quality, despite the fact that we had Brawl, Project M, and even Smash 4, like, going into, like, the EVO scene, people were still bringing Melee to EVO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm laughing because it's like, we have people, BJ, who are saying like, yeah, you know, Super Smash Bros. Melee, it's like, oh, it's not that relevant of a game, and it's like, yeah, I don't care what you say. If Super Smash Bros. Melee was not that relevant of a game,
it would have been kicked from EVO a long time ago.
Yeah, like, to put it in perspective, I'm looking it up now. This game was released on November 21st of 2001. We're close to 2019, and people are still playing Melee.
Yeah. I mean, that alone should be pretty testament.
I mean, not to mention a lot of the elements and mechanics that Smash Ultimate is incorporating for this entry is taken from Melee.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Melee mechanics that Melee was known for, what made people scream for a remake. I don't know why, but they've been implemented in Ultimate. So I mean, you can't say that the relevancy isn't there.
Actually, also, speaking of Melee, Brandon, apparently people are discovering with Wolf that his down B shine apparently has intangibility, just like Fox's shine in Melee.
Wonderful.
Oh, God.
Great.
Let's go! We got the shine combo!
Great!
Alright, so... okay, so Melee rambling aside, Ryan, what are your future plans for Smash for this channel?
Okay, well, for starters,
He's going to
I should
trip.
probably point...
I get it!
No. Okay, I will point this out, because I know I've mentioned this in other videos, but the next time we get into Super Smash Brothers, like, of any variety, it will be, like, shortly after Super Smash Bros. Ultimate release, because, like what BJ and I have been saying, we intend on doing a crap load of live stream Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stuff.
Yep.
And whatnot. Probably sometime like when we are able to unlock all the characters and such, then yeah, we should be good for live streaming. That being said, Brian, I encourage you to join in on that. You are always welcome.
Alright, I will. I mean, my thing is that...
Wait, do you even have a Switch?
I don't, but here's the other thing. I do plan on wanting to get one along with Smash Ultimate. I just gotta see, like, how my bank is looking at the moment, because while I am planning on just trading my Wii U in at this point, because really, what fucking point do I have for it anymore?
Get the Switch bundle.
Yeah, but,
get the Switch bundle.
Yeah, but it's like, the other thing, too, is that I just want to make sure, like, how well my bank is doing, because while I know I'm probably going to be spending a bit on this, I don't want to completely break bank.
Yeah, that's completely
Right,
understandable.
no, that's understandable.
Yeah, and it's the other thing, too, is that, you know, being a fucking Pokemon TCG player also ruins me. Gold top of Lele!
I mean,
Right.
there are some deals going on right now for Switch bundles if you want to take advantage of that.
I know, and I'll plan on investing on them.
Right. All right. So yeah, you guys can expect a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate content from us, like sometime after the game's release. But in regards to like canonically wise, you know, if we're playing like these games like in particular order in regards to like playthroughs and such, we will be tackling Super Smash Bros. Brawl Subspace Emissary. But BJ, Danny, Brandon, and I, we talked about this at a much earlier point. We decided the best way for us to play through Subspace Emissary is if we were all together, like, say, for another convention meetup.
We got to get on, like, figuring out, like, you know, are we doing MomoCon again?
Yeah, we'll figure that out, like, as things go on, but yeah, regardless of such, like, whether it be, like, MobileCon 2019 or MobileCon 2020 or whatever, it's like, regardless, I think it's safe to say, during our next convention meetup, yes, we will be doing Subspace Emissary together.
And I'll be prepared for when you guys...
Amongst other game ideas that we have in mind for our next convention meetup.
Yeah, and I'll be prepared for whenever I'm at work and you guys decide to come in all stealth mode and kidnap me for my shift.
Please. Please.
Yeah, really, it's like, you really need to figure out how to join us for these convention meetups. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I want to. I wanted to.
Alright, but that being said, it's like, hope you enjoyed our Super Smash Bros. Ramblings throughout the entirety of the Super Smash Bros. 64 and Melee playthroughs. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed my initial recordings of Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I apologize for my noobish gameplay and such. I'm sure it doesn't meet all these Melee Elite standards.
It's not enough wave dashing. Delete this Let's Play.
To be fair, you did say you recorded this years ago, so...
Still better than me.
Yeah, even...
Okay, let's...
yeah, it's like that's why I posted the disclaimers before every single part of the Melee playthrough.
Yeah,
there's a reason behind that.
Like, right, it's like, I can't believe you didn't L cancel right here. You delete this entire Let's Play.
Yeah, Ryan from years ago, still better than me today.
Okay, that's not true.
You know, you say that, Brian, but I keep asking myself, how exactly do you L cancel? I'm not even joking. I never understood L canceling.
Well, I mean, the concept of L canceling was just reducing landing lag on your aerials, so that way, like, you just cut them in half.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, anyway, so yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you guys for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate sometime soon. Good night, everybody.
Mango Nation, Fox McCloud.